Okay, so now we'll be discussing the 5G and R use cases. Okay, so ito yung mga topics natin for today. But before we start, let me know if you can hear my voice clearly and you can see my screen. Can I get a thumbs up?
Please, sir.
Okay. So ito yung mga topics that we will discuss for this session. So we'll focus on what is 5G and then 5G use cases. So we will not delve deeper sa 5G, what is 5G, but we'll focus on the 5G and use cases. And then we'll be discussing about the vertical industries, ano yung mga vertical industries na yan. And of course, the potential for the open run for vertical industries and opportunities for vertical industries for 5G. Okay. Okay, so balikan lang natin yung ating wireless telecommunication system component for those na bago sa ating session for today. So sa isang wireless telecommunication system, we have three major parts, as easy as 1, 2, 3. One is the user terminals. Kinakailangan meron kang telepono na applicable for that kind of technology. So if most of you are thinking, why na wala pang 5G sa ibang parte ng Pilipinas? So one of the logical reason is, ready ba ang mga subscriber on that specific area? Meron ba silang 5G phone? Okay, so that is one of the driver. Aside from the business perspective, right? So for example, here in this session, we have around more than 1,000 subscribers. Can I get a thumbs up kung sino naka 5G phone? Ilan po naka 5G phone? Let's see. Makita niyo na yung mga mayayaman sa Pilipinas, na. Okay. Of course, hindi naman porket naka 5G ka mayaman ka na. No? Yan. Sila yung mga techie sa Pilipinas. So that's one of the drivers, no. We need to have 5G phone capable devices. Kasi kung wala namang 5G phone na capable sa isang area, there's no reason for us to deploy a 5G network. Okay, but I hope you understand that kind of scenario. And then of course, meron tayong 5G network. So that is a radio access network. So ito yung mga tinatawag nating cell sites. Okay, connected yan via air interface, no. May mga radio yan, no, radio frequencies. So ang 5G natin, we are using air interface or frequency. So marami tayong type of frequencies na ginagamit. Meron tayong mga low band frequencies, meron tayong mid band frequencies, at meron tayong mga high band or mga millimeter frequencies. Just imagine itong air interface na nakikita nyo ngayon are type of highways, no? Yan, highways. Kanina pinakita ni Engineer JM ano yung mga frequencies na ginagamit natin for 5G, no? Marami tayong mga frequencies katulad ng band 1, okay? At FR1 at FR2. So marami tayong mga frequencies na ginagamit. But what are these frequencies, no? Paano saan ba itong mga frequencies na to? Imagine yung mga frequencies na yan are like highways, no? Mga kalsada. In our previous discussion sa radio access network, pinag-usapan natin na ang frequencies is can be compared into roads, no? So yung mga low frequency, kapag kapinlat natin yan, meron tayong capacity, okay? And then meron tayong coverage, okay? So you will see mga low frequencies natin, maliliit yung mga capacity niyan, ano? So katulad yan ng mga national highways natin. Imagine ito yung ating telepono, ito yung ating base station, yung ating cell site. So itong road na nagko-connect sa telepono at sa ating cell site are the frequencies or the air interface. So imagine ito ay isang highway. Okay? So kapag low frequency ang ginagamit natin, meaning less than 1 gigahertz ang frequency. So ito yung ginagamit natin, ano. So makikita niyo konti lang yung mga sasakyan na dumadaan. Imagine ito yung mga sasakyan or daan from Nueva Ecija going to Gigarao or to Baguio City, no? So maliliit yung mga kalsada diyan. And then yung mga mid frequencies natin, ito naman yung mga expressways natin. So makikita niyo hindi siya ganoon kasing haba, no, ng mga national highways natin. But these are mid frequencies. Meron siyang sufficient or optimized bandwidth and coverage. Kasama to sa SLEX or South Luzon Expressway, North Luzon Expressway, CCLEX sa Cebu, at SCTEX, no, sa North Luzon. Yan. Ito yung mga mid frequencies natin. And then when you think of high frequencies, okay, so ito naman yung parang NAIA International Airport natin. Malalaki yan, mga malalapad na kalsada yan. But ang coverage niyan is maliliit, no? Maiikli yung mga runways na yan. So these are only designed for for airplanes, no? Pero kapag ka nagpadaan ka ng mga kotse diyan or mga vehicles diyan, marami yung mga capacity, no? So I hope you get the analogy of this frequency, no. Ano yung gamit niyong frequency na yan when it comes to radio access network. Okay? Ayan. So ito yung air interface na yan. Kaya tayo pumipili ng sufficient or optimum frequency. Pinipili na yan ng mga radio network designer at planner. And then that is the number 2, the radio access network. So it should be capable for 5G. Kahit na meron kang 5G phone, for example, meron kang iPhone 12, 13, 14, or iPhone 15 Pro Max 1 gigabyte fully paid. At kung wala namang 5G doon, hindi gagana yung 5G mo. Okay? So kinakailangan is meron tayong radio access network. Kahit na fully paid po yan at 1 gigabyte ang storage. Okay. And then of course, kailangan i-connect yan sa ating core network. Okay? So yung core network natin, dito nangyayari yung transactions natin, ano. So nandito rin lahat ng mga user information, okay? So responsible yan sa lahat ng operation ng networks, including yung routing ng traffic papunta ng internet, okay? So different networks, like for example, Globe to Smart, Globe to dito to Globe. Yan. So dito nangyayari mga interconnections na yan. Yung mga voice calls natin dyan din nangyayari, and messaging and data services. Pwede natin makonect yung radio access network sa pamamagitan ng tatlong ways. We can use a microwave, so that's a wireless. We can use a fiber optic, okay? So kung wala tayong challenges sa pagla-layout ng cables, okay, sa pagla-layout ng fiber optic cable, kung hindi ganun ka-expensive, so we can go for fiber optic with a wider bandwidth. And kung meron tayong challenge, for example, layo-layo na yung mga isla, hindi tayo pwede maglaydad ng kable or fiber, hindi na rin magkita ang microwave, we can use a satellite. Okay, yan. So meron tayong mga cell sites ngayon that are using Starlink as their backhaul papuntang core network. Okay, so ito yung ating wireless telecommunication system. So as easy as 1, 2, and 3. So any technology ranging from 1G, from 2G or 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, and 5G, kinakailangan niyang tatlong parts ng network na yan. The user terminals, the radio access network, and the core network. Clear po ba? Okay, so bakit natin kailangan ng connectivity? So alam na natin ang connectivity challenges. For example, yung mga napupunta sa mga provinces like this na walang connectivity. We know that there is a limited access in remote areas. Okay, so naintindihan natin ito during pandemic. There are social connectivity issues. Okay, it reflects the difficulty in maintaining personal and professional relationship, especially in this digital age. And then of course, the emergency services accessibility. So yung mga distant and scattered buildings imply yung mga sparsity of essential services. Okay? So in such landscape like this, the absence of reliable communication can delay the emergency response times, no? It's potentially putting lives at risk. So naiintindihan natin yan kapag pupunta kayo ng mga liblib na mga lugar or malalayong isla. So you need to think of the emergency services as a risk, no? Kung may mangyaring anything, paano kayo pupunta from that certain part of the globe going to a medical facility, no? Paano? Yeah. So mamaya makita niyo yung mga applications ng 5G. And technological isolation. Okay, so the disconnection not only limits yung access to information and technology, but also hinders educational and economic opportunities. So nakita natin na kapag wala tayong connections, lalo na if you are the type of person na business-minded, regardless kung ikaw ay engineer, teacher, or any kind of profession, but you want to build a business, you know that for your business to flourish further, you need a wireless connectivity. No? Mas malaki yung audience or mas malaki yung mga customer base na pwede mo marating. Okay? That's why part of this mission is to help in enhancing the connectivity here in the Philippines. So regardless kung 5G, Open RAN or LTE. So ito ang nagagawa once we have connected this remote place. May bibigyan natin sila ng iba't ibang mga benefits. So by extending the reach of modern telecommunications through these innovative solutions like Open RAN, LTE, or 5G, the remote communities can experience a substantial uplift in quality of life and integration with the wider world. So mas nababago, mas nai-improve yung buhay ng mga Pilipino in particular. So marami tayong mga applications. So once we have built a cell site there in that area, we can have a fixed wireless access. So magkakaroon tayo ng Wi-Fi connectivity. Yung mga IoT devices natin like the RX box can be connected to the network. And then yung mga data natin can be analyzed at Philippine General Hospital. Okay. Mobile access, you can use your mobile phone to call somebody, to connect with your loved ones or friends or families. Okay. And of course, you can have a voice call. Ayan. So ito yung pinaka-konsepto ng wireless connectivity, why we are laying the ground for the connectivity first, because once the connectivity is already present in the area, yung mga different applications diyan na magbo-boom yan. So if whether you are a programmer or a systems developer or a software developer, makita mo kapag may connectivity, it's easier for you to develop this kind of applications. For example, sa isang area na magiging isang tourist spot, even though hindi ka aware or hindi ka expert sa 5G or LTE or Open RAN, you know that if there is a connectivity in the area, you can develop a certain app. For example, pagpunta pa lang nila dun sa area, they can register sa tourism center nung area, and then they can mandated to download the app. Yung app na yon, nandun na yung mga tourist destinations sa area. And then you can also create as something like a Grab business model. Instead yung mga tourist guides mo dun sa area ay scattered, you can register them sa app, and then you can book a tourist guide, right? During that app. And then yung app na yan ay regulated and managed by the local government. So whenever you want to become a tourist guide sa area, so you can be part of the app as a registered tourist guide, right? And then that app is also powered by artificial intelligence. So dito na papasok yung mga computer science, IT, system developers natin or artificial intelligence developer natin na mag-develop ng app na intelligent enough to suggest yung mga, for example, I will be just taking a vacation for 3 days in a certain area. So alam nung artificial intelligence through that app na, okay, so sa 3 days, you can visit this spot 1, spot 2, spot 3. And then I can also recommend isang tourist guide na sikat or very familiar din sa area. So there's a lot of opportunities that will come. Doon pa lang yung sa application development, provided meron tayong connectivity. So I hope you get some ideas on that one. So if you are part of a community or of a government that is proposing this kind of technological advancement in your area, so once there's a connectivity, you know that a lot of opportunities are waiting. Okay? Okay. So now let's move on sa 5G. Ano ba mga use cases ng 5G? So kapag pinag-uusapan natin ang 5G, ang 5G ba sir is dito pa lang sa Pilipinas? Ang 5G is sikat na rin sa ibang bansa, at ang kagandahan dito, when we study 5G here in the Philippines, 5G is a global standard already. Anong ibig sabihin nun, sir? Anumang 5G ang pinag-aaralan dito sa Pilipinas, when you go to the US, okay, South America, okay, so it's either in Mexico, Argentina, or anything, Latin America, Europe, China, Australia, okay, Africa, pare-parehas po tayo ng 5G na pinag-uusapan. So what is the benefit of that? If you're an electronics engineer and then you have this kind of passion in the wireless technology, no? So you will see a lot of opportunities not only here in the Philippines. Marami nagsasabi ang telecom dito sa Pilipinas is already on the plateau. So medyo naka-flat tayo ngayon sa Pilipinas. So there are a lot of opportunities outside the Philippines. And the good thing here is because sa connectivity ng Pilipinas sa ibang bansa, you don't need to go to that certain country. No, you can do remote support. Okay, you can have a remote opportunities while you are here in the Philippines. So yun ang kagandahan kapag may connectivity. Not necessarily kapag may 5G sa US, pupunta ka sa US, no. Not anymore like that, no. So yun ang isa sa mga benefits na masasabi ko na nagawa ng pandemic. So, nag-boom yung wireless connectivity, natuto yung tao na gumamit ng internet. Okay? So, ang kagandahan niyan, ang 5G ay already developed or used in 70 countries around the world. So, that is around January 2022. No? So, ngayon, siguro 2024 na mas marami na tayong mga 5G operators na gumagamit yan. Okay? So, balikan natin yung 5G. Nasabi na to ni Engineer JM kanina. So, kapag sinabing 5G, 5G is the 5th generation of mobile communications. Okay? That uses a new radio access called 5G NR, no? Or new radio. Ang ibig sabihin, when we are talking about NR, wala tayong ibang technology pinag-uusapan kundi 5G. Pag po may nagsabi sa inyo ng NR ay 4G or 3G or 2G, hindi totoo yun. So, ang NR ay 5G technology. Okay? So, meron tayong tatlong use cases: the enhanced mobile broadband, massive machine type communications, at ultra-reliable at low latency communications. So, kapag gagamit tayo ng mas madaling salita, EMBB po is high data rates and high traffic volume. Kapag kayo ay nag-speed test, ito ay aabot up to 1 gigabit per second as of today dito sa Pilipinas. Sa ibang bansa, umaabot na sila ng less than 5 gigabit per second. Pero yung target natin na 20 gigabit per second ay medyo malayo pa. No? Hindi pa natin siya ma-achieve. Ang 20 gigabit per second ay equivalent ito sa 20,000 Mbps. Okay, 20,000 Mbps. So, gano'n siya kabilis. So, yun ang EMBB. Ang massive machine type communications naman, ito ay tinatawag din nating massive IoT. So, meaning, dahil sa capacity ng 5G core network, we can have at most 1 million devices per square kilometer. So, applicable ito sa mga use cases like smart buildings, okay, smart cities, at smart homes. Ang URLLC naman po ay is a type of use case that uses a very low latency and very high reliability. So, low latency meaning mas mabilis mag-response yung ating network, up to 1 millisecond. And when it comes to very high reliability and availability, ito naman yung mga systems na hindi basta-basta nagda-down. Up to 99.999%. So, nagkakaroon tayo ng iba't ibang mga backup system. Like for example, NTN, the non-terrestrial network. So, pwede tayong kumonekta sa 5G using a satellite network. Hindi nga lang dito sa Pilipinas pa, pero sa ibang bansa, they are looking at that one. And then meron tayong mga redundancy sa network, no, para ma-improve yung reliability. Just imagine redundancy is just like meron kang dalawang sasakyan. So kapag nasira isang sasakyan mo, meron kang additional sasakyan, no. So hindi basta-basta madi-disrupt yung iyong operation. Redundancy is also can be perceived as meron kang dalawang internet service provider sa bahay mo. Kapag nag-down yung isa, automatic mag-switch ka sa isa. So that's kind of redundancy that we're looking at. Okay? Now, if we map the 5G use cases, makikita natin na itong EMBB, URLLC, or massive machine type communications, marami tayong mga applications na pwedeng paggamitan. So, nakita nyo kapag enhanced mobile broadband, so you can download gigabytes of information from the web. Okay, so lalo na kapag ikaw ay heavy download user, so mas magiging more efficient, no, yung iyong pagda-download. And then kapag mataas ang capacity or capability ng iyong network, ibig sabihin mas marami kang data na pwedeng kunin at pwedeng i-transmit from the internet or from your network, no? So that's why yung mga 3D video, ultra high definition screen, okay, work and play in the cloud, augmented reality, virtual reality, okay? So pwede na natin magamit 'yan, no? So yung nilabas ni Apple, no, yung Apple Vision Pro Stig, no? So isusuot mo lang yung uh, augmented reality glasses niya. So pwede ka nang maggaganon, no? Sabi ko, nakita ko siya, sabi ko, wala yan sa Pilipinas, no? Sa Pilipinas, di namin kailangan ng Apple Vision Pro. Kasi nung lumabas ako dun sa kanina, nagda-drive ako, nakakita ko yung taong grasa gumaganon-ganon. Wala naman siyang augmented reality or virtual reality. No? Gumaganon-ganon yung yung taong grasa, no? Ang suot niya lang yung buhok niyang buhok niyang makapal. So hindi namin kailangan ng Apple Vision Pro dito. Dito kayang-kaya namin imagine. Okay. Alright, now hopefully hindi tayo maging ganun. Hopefully magamit natin yung Apple Vision Pro in the near future. And then after that is the industry automation. Okay, industry automation. So ito yung mga verticals, no, na applicable for 5G. Ito yung mga kung nakapasok na po kayo dun sa isang manufacturing company like yung mga IC, laptops, mga vehicles, no. So makita niyo yung mga robots dun sa loob. May mga robots sila dun sa loob. Pero yung mga robots nila dun is nakakonekta via cable. So what we're looking at sa 5G use case is ma-connect itong mga robots na to, mga automated guided vehicle remotely or wirelessly using a 5G network. So mas mabilis, no? So meron siyang mobility, okay? Mas mabilis yung response nila at mas intelligent sila. At mamaya makita nyo yung mga self-driving cars, one of the exciting use case sa 5G. So self-driving cars, nag-drive siya ng sarili niya, no? Mamaya makita niyo iba't ibang types ng self-driving cars. And then smart city. Yan. So smart city, yung mga CCTV cameras natin ngayon so far is connected via cable yan. But in the future, makukuha natin yung mga CCTVs powered by 5G na can be connected remotely or wirelessly using 5G. So ibig sabihin yung high definition na video na nakukuha ng ating CCTVs can be transmitted wirelessly sa network using 5G. Because nga malaki yung bandwidth ng 5G natin, no? So yung mobility ng ating mga CCTVs mas maganda, no? Mas hindi ka na magdaladlad ng kable. Yan. Kaya nga si 5G sinasabi siya is a fiber replacement technology. So pwede mong i-replace yung mga fiber optic connected devices using a 5G system. Of course, meron tayong voice, kanya nabanggit ni Engineer JM. And then smart home and building, no? Connected na yung ating mga smart home. Yung ating yung mga gamit natin sa bahay, no, using 5G. Yung CCTV mo, you can monitor it using your mobile phone, right? Yung aircon mo, you can control it, no, using your mobile phone, okay? Ano pa, yung refrigerator, okay? Ayan, so yung aso, pwede mong lagyan ng GPS para at least kung makawala man siya, alam mo kung nasan siya. Ayan. So ito yung mga applications, no. These are just at the surface level ng mga use cases, no. So pagka tinignan natin yan, marami pa tayong mga use cases. That's why here in the Asia Open Academy, as you can see, how do we deliver this kind of sessions? Although the program is designed to have a CPD points for ECE and ECT, but you can see that the contents are also applicable for other professions. Because in this era, regardless kung ikaw ay teacher, ikaw ay IT, okay, technology will always be there. Okay, in your career, you need to deal with the technology. And then these technologies are not in the future anymore. These technologies are available now here in the Philippines. There's a possibility that one time in your school, you will use a 5G technology para i-connect yung mga students, yung inyong mga facilities sa loob ng school. So that's why as early as now, we are encouraging you to learn the technology. Regardless kung ikaw ay ECE, IT, or teacher, or any other profession. Okay? Okay. So those are the use cases, no? So tingnan natin yung iba't ibang mga applications or use cases ng 5G. So Unahin muna natin yung EMBB. So what is EMBB or the Enhanced Mobile Broadband? So pag sinabi natin enhanced mobile broadband, this is the natural evolution to existing 4G network. Okay, so that will provide better user experience than the current mobile broadband. So dati kapag gumagamit tayo ng LTE, you can get around 50 Mbps, 20 Mbps, no, 5 Mbps. But when you use a 5G, aabot siya ng 200 Mbps, 100 Mbps. So that's why it is called the enhanced mobile broadband. So evolution ito ng 4G network. So ang target natin is 20 gigabits per second. So that is 20,000 Mbps. Okay, sa downlink at 10,000 Mbps sa uplink. 50 Mbps everywhere, no? And then we have mobile fixed wireless access. Yung fixed wireless access, ito yung meron kang antenna sa labas, tapos kumukuha ka ng signal sa cell site, tapos i-convert niya sa Wi-Fi. Okay, ito yung smart bro dati kung meron kayong smart bro. So ganito rin yung concept nung sa Starlink. So meron ka lang dish sa labas, kukonekta ka sa satellite and then i-convert mo pa rin sa Wi-Fi. Ganito rin yung ginagawa natin. So instead of the satellite communication, so you are getting signals coming from a 5G cell site. Kukunin mo yung papasok mo sa loob ng bahay mo and then you will transform it or convert it into a Wi-Fi signal. VR or AR, ito yung katulad nung Apple Vision Pro, okay? At yung ginagamit nung human grease sa labas. Okay, so ayan. Smartphones, yan. So starting from iPhone 12, 13, 14, and 15 Pro Max 1 gigabyte fully paid. Kasama po dito. At pati yung Samsung at yung iba pang mga 5G capable devices. 4K and 8K ultra high definition na mga units natin. EMBB is the initial phase of the 5G deployment. So kapag ito po katulad sa Pilipinas, ito ang una nating mararanasan or nararanasan, the enhanced mobile broadband. Kasi yung ating 5G is a non-standalone pa. Sabihin, hindi pa tayo gumagamit ng 5G core network commercially. Okay? Kaya ang EMBB ang una nating ma-experience. Okay? So ito yung EMBB. Next, pumunta tayo sa massive machine type communications. So massive machine type communication is also known as the massive IoT. Pag sinabi nating IoT, so yung iba kasi no, yung hindi masyadong familiar sa technology, when they read this IoT, it's something like something like bastos eh. Pero IoT po yan, no? Internet of Things. Yan. Para kung sakaling marinig nyo siya in the near future, hindi nyo po sasabihin yung isang sinasabi nila na medyo profane na definition. IoT is the Internet of Things. It refers to the enormous number of IoT sensors and devices that will be communicating with each other. Marami tayong mga applications or use cases na pwedeng paggamitan. For example, agriculture. Yung mga IoT devices natin, pwede natin lagay yun. Ano ba yung mga IoT devices? Ito yung mga sensors na nilalagay natin. For example, sa lupa. Kapag magmo-monitor tayo ng moisture ng lupa or water content ng lupa, so we can be advised na tuyo na yung lupa dito sa kinakailangan na tayo magdilig. But not necessarily anymore na kailangan natin diligan. We can do it in automation. So once tuyo na yung lupa, it will send a signal dun sa irrigation system, mag-trigger yung actuator at magbubukas yung irrigation system at a specific number of volume na tubig na kailangan ng lupa. So that's one of the automation na kailangan natin. No? Isa pa, for example, yung mga anak nyo na lalagyan natin ng smartwatch. No? So yung smartwatch na yon, once na pumasok sila sa school, okay? So I haven't seen much of those kind of use cases. No? Kung may mga developers dito or mga startup companies, you can use that one. That is very important for parents, no, na ma-monitor yung status ng estudyante sa school. For example, meron lang siyang smartwatch, okay? And then you will have this kind of technology, we call it the geofencing, na kapag pumasok siya dun sa school niya, so it will trigger a GPS connection to the mobile phone of the parent na yung anak mo nasa school na. Okay? So, yung anak mo pumasok na sa classroom. Okay? Yung anak mo lumabas na sa classroom. Okay? So, makikita mo siya real time. So, So that's one of the applications ng IoT. And then when it comes to healthcare, ganoon din sa mga pasyente. Yung kinakabit sa atin dito na kapag ka yung patient tag, na madalas nakikita natin sa Facebook kapag may na ospital, no? Picture, yan, picture, nasa ospital ako, like niyo yung photo ko, naka-ospital ako, yan. So, pwede natin siyang gawing IoT. Okay. So, when we say IoT, so lahat ng information nandun na sa digital tag ng patient. Okay? Alam ng nurse kung saan ka nakahigang bed. Alam ng nurse kung ano yung mga medicines na kinakailangan mo i-take na mag-trigger ng alarm to the system or magna-notify na oy kinakailangan na siyang ganito, no. Tapos yung mga devices natin na independently connected lang sa'yo, pwede natin i-connect yun sa network. So that hindi ka natitignan ng nurse, ay natutulog ba si sir o tatapikin ko ba si sir? So you can monitor, no? Using those IoT devices na nakakonekta sa'yo. Ayan. So yung mga different applications. Marami pang applications as your creativity, no? Will trigger, no, kung ano yung mga kinakailangan at that certain point in time, especially sa different industries. Yan, so marami tayong mga applications like smart cities, logistics, trucking, smart industries, smart agriculture, and then fleet management. Okay, so yan. So kinakailangan, mga battery life niya is isa sa mga highlights niyan is 10 years yung battery lifetime. So kung ikaw yung engineer na nag-deploy ng IoT device on a certain industry, yan, siguro yung anak mo, siya na yung magpapalit ng battery. Sabihin mo, anak, pakipalitan niya yung battery ng IoT device na kinabit ko. Yan, 10 years kasi. Yung 10 years kasi yung battery lifetime. So matagal daw. Yan, so handa ka na. Okay. Next is the ultra-reliable and low-latency communications or the URLLC. So medyo mahaba po yan. Ano? Pero what I suggest sa mga engineers or mga students na easy, you memorize this, no? Ultra-reliable and low-latency communications. Napaka-astig mo, no? Napaka-angas kapag binanggit mo yan during the interview. Alam mo, sabihin mo, meron po tayong tatlong use cases ng 5G, the EMBB, the Enhanced Mobile Broadband, the MMTC, the Massive Machine Type Communications, and the URLLC, the Ultra-Reliable and Low-Latency Communications. Napaka-angas. Hindi makukuha ka niya, Chuck. Okay? So, kabisaduhin niya yan. Baunin niya yan. So URLLC is defined as a network for mission-critical and real-time low-latency applications. Yan. Critical and real-time. Ibig sabihin, hindi pwedeng magkaroon ng lag or mag-fail yung use case na yan because it might cost some people's lives. Kapag ka naglag yan, okay, nagkaroon ng delay, maaaring may madeds. Yan. Ano yung applications niyan? Remote surgery. Meron kang doktor na nasa Singapore o operahan ka dito sa Asian Hospital probably, no? So merong robot, no? Yung robot, for example, ikaw ay operahan ka kunya dito sa tiyan, no? Hiniwa ka ng doktor doon sa sa Singapore and then nagkaroon ng lag. Choppy, teka naputol yung connection. And then pagkabalik niya, okay ba? Doc, nasa morgue. so hindi natin kinakailangan magkaroon delay, no? Dapat real time, no? Immersive gaming, yan. So sa mga laro, I believe you can relate on this one, no? Kapag naglalaro kayo, no? Remote manufacturing, traffic safety and control. Yan. So lalo na sa ating V2X, yung binanggit ni Engineer JM kanina, yung vehicle to everything, yung mga autonomous vehicle natin. Pag sinabing preno. Pag sinabing liko. Yan. Okay? Kasi kapag sinabing preno, na-delay ng mga 5 seconds. Wala na yung napreno. Napreno naman siya, no? Pero bumangga na. Yan. So kaya kinakailangan natin yan. Okay, so URLC is targeting a niche market, no? So yung mga ultra low latency, highly resilient communications and redundancy, and reliable device-to-device -device communications. Okay, so ito yung mga URLC. Okay? So, balikan lang natin yung tatlong use cases. Enhanced mobile broadband, massive machine type communications, at ultra reliable and low latency communications. Ito po yung ating mga use cases na pinagagamitan natin sa 5G. Okay? At yung mga use cases na yan. And kapag pinag-usapan natin yung use cases, we are talking about a different kind of sector. Tawag natin is vertical sector. Yan. Or vertical markets. Ano yung vertical sector, vertical market? Vertical markets are group of companies focused on a specific niche. Niche. Yan. So, ibig sabihin, pag pumunta ka sa isang pet shop, so meron dog food doon, right? May cat food. Okay? Hindi ko lang kung may rat food doon, pero dog food tsaka cat food most of the time nabibili ko ron. Hindi mo i-expect bibili ako ng ano doon, bibili ako ng kangkong doon. Ng kangkong tsaka pork chop at ano pa ba? Corned beef, no? Yung corned beef baka pang-aso 'yon. So ibig sabihin yung store na 'yon is specific niche ang sinaserve niya. Those are for dog food, cat food, so for pets. So tignan mo na lang minsan yung pinapakain sa iyo ng misis mo, no? If doon niya binibili. Doon niya binibili, no? Ayan, kaya minsan kapag short, ano ka na, no? Ayan. So that's a vertical market, no? So specific yung tinitinda nila. So ano yung mga services and products niyan? So ano yung mga vertical markets na yan? So that is including yung automotive. Okay? Automotive, manufacturing, media, energy, okay? E-health, public safety, and smart cities. Ibig sabihin itong mga to, hindi sila typical na operator na or mga areas na nagtitinda sila ng mga cellphone. Okay, hindi sila ganoon, no? Meron silang specific service na dinideploy sa market. For example, sa e-health, you cannot expect them to sell you an iPhone 15. Okay, so meron silang mga applications or processes inside that they want to have connectivity or a faster or more efficient connectivity like 5G. So ang tawag natin dyan sa mga yan is 5G verticals. Okay? So can you type in 5G vertical para at least when you hear this kind of word, alam nyo na for example, we are applying this in the 5G vertical in the automotive industry. So you know already, no, ano yung pinag-uusapan na sector. Okay? So, let's move on, no, sa isang interesting part, no, ng isang vertical, which is the connected car. Sino dito nagda-drive? Meron ba dito mga nagda-drive? Meron ba dito nagda-drive? So, when you are driving, you can really relate on this one. This is the future of driving, especially here in the Philippines. Excited akong mangyari yan. The automated driving, the autonomous vehicle. Yan. So, ang tawag natin dito ay V2X technology. V2X! V2X! Batang X, no? V2X. Yan. No, hindi tayo kakanta rito, no? Pero V2X. So, V2X technology, pag sinabi natin V2X technology, okay, pag sinabi natin V2X technology, it implies to the communication between different entities based on a vehicle-to-vehicle, vehicle-to-infrastructure, vehicle-to-network, or vehicle-to-pedestrian. Okay? So, marami tayong mga connections, no? So, this is based on a 3GPP cellular network. Okay? And in Release 16, 5G technology is focused further on the enhancement of this V2X technology. Anong meron sa V2X, no? Anong meron sa V2X technology? So, meron tayong 4 major types of V2X. Nandiyan yung vehicle to vehicle, V2V, V2, V2V. Okay? Vehicle to vehicle, nag-uusap yung dalawang vehicle. V2P naman, vehicle to pedestrian. Okay? V2P. V2P. Hindi ko maano yung P. V2P. Okay? Meron tayong V2 infrastructure, V2I. Yung ito lang. No? V2I. Vehicle to network. Yan. Yan. And then merong certain type of industry or conglomeration or organization na ang tawag natin is 5GAA, the 5G Automotive Association. Anong kagandahan yan, sir? Ang kagandahan yan kung ikaw ay engineer at nasa automotive industry ka, okay, or mahilig ka sa sa mga sasakyan, you can go sa mga manufacturing industries like BMW, Mercedes, no, Toyota, yan, na gumagawa na ng mga V2X or V2X enabled car. So kung ECE ka, pwede kang pumunta dun sa mga companies na yan na dati pang mechanical engineer, no? So yung mga electronics ng mga vehicles na yan, they are also incorporating this kind of technology, the V2X technology. That is another opportunity for ECE and ECT or students like you, di ba? Kung ikaw naman ay teacher or other professions like IT, kapag ka dumating yung V2X, ay hindi ka na magdadrive, no? Mapunta ka sa US, magkaroon ka ng Tesla, eh okay na yan. Okay? Okay. So, ano ba ang V2V? So, V2V ay vehicle to vehicle. So, nag-uusap yung mga vehicle using a variant called the device-to-device communication. Yan. Yan ang V2V, no? So, para maiwasan natin yung mga collision, magbanggaan, magtilapunan yung mga tao sa labas. Okay? Yan. And video sharing, video platooning. Yan ang vehicle to vehicle. Nag-uusap na yung mga sasakyan natin. Chichismisan sila. Okay? Vehicle to infrastructure, I know marami ang makaka-relate dito, lalo na kapag nagpa-park kayo. Oops, sorry. Lalo na kapag magpa-park kayo, no? So yung vehicle to infrastructure, yung parking lot, nakikipag-usap sa inyong sasakyan na, uy, free dito. So kung kayo ay applications developer again, okay, so it's just another idea. So pwede kayong mag-suggest or mag-propose ng isang business model for a parking lot, for example, doon sa mga ano natin. No? So kapag connected na yan sa isang application, you can reserve a parking slot. Just imagine the convenience. You can reserve a parking slot. Hindi mo na papatayuin yung girlfriend mo o yung asawa mo doon sa parking at baka sagasaan pa, no? Lalo na kapag inis na inis na inis na yung kakaikot sa parking lot yung driver, tapos nakita pa yung asawa mo or girlfriend mo na nire-reserve ko itong parking slot na to. Ayan, so sasagasaan yan. So if you can reserve a parking slot and then you can pay the parking fee via credit card or GCash or PayMaya, that's a good business model, right? So there's a need. Anything that frustrates people is a business opportunity. Anything that frustrates people is a business opportunity. Sabi niya, no, may pera sa problema. Yan. So there's a business in every problems. Hindi may problema sa pera kasi may problema sa pera is a different thing, right? Mas maganda yung may pera sa problema. Okay? So that's a vehicle to infrastructure. This is just another use case, no? Another one is the vehicle to network. Yan, vehicle to network. Your vehicle is now powered with a SIM card or an eSIM that can be connected sa network. Yan, so manonood ka na ng Netflix sa iyong, syempre hindi, nasa likod lang, no? Sa iyong vehicle and then you can do some tethering, no? So hindi ka na makikitether dun sa ano, no, dun sa cellphone nung ano mo, no? Sa cellphone nung kasama mo sa vehicle, but your vehicle itself is connected sa network. And then pwede niya i-convert sa Wi-Fi and then nakakonekta ka dun sa Wi-Fi na galing sa vehicle mo. So that's what we call the vehicle to network. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so you can have some weather reports, no, updates sa bawat data or sa bawat information na pupuntahan mo. And then last thing is the vehicle to pedestrian. Dito kapag yung ating vehicle is nakikipag-usap sa device na suot ng pedestrian. Wag po kayong mag-alala, ano, no, yung mga ini-implant ngayon dun sa ano, dun sa mga tao kasi nga 'di ba merong ano diyan merong biblical something daw diyan, no. Oh, yun na simulan na nung ano, no, yung mga mark niya. So lalagyan ka ng chip dito para ano. So it's just part of the vehicle to pedestrian. Para lang ano, para lang at least hindi kayo matakot kapag lalagyan kayo ng mark tapos 666, gawin niyo 999 para at least sa kabila kayo pupunta, di ba? Naka-invert agad. Talino tayo. Hindi yan 666, 999 yan, ano? Ayan. O kaya GGG yan. So, hindi, ligtas pa rin. But seriously, this vehicle to pedestrian, ang connected lang po dyan ay yung mga smartwatch or yung mga wearables para maiwasan natin yung pagtilapon ng mga pedestrian. So, for example, meron kang headphone na connected sa network at nakikipag-usap sa isang vehicle to network na V2X vehicle, hihina yung sound, no, kapag kami approaching or kaya magano siya, no, magpa-prompt siya, no, a vehicle is approaching, tabi, wag kang tatawid, yan, yan, baka mabangga, tumilapon, yan, basag ulo, yan. So at least meron magpa-prompt sa'yo, no, or hihina yung voice, although cool talaga, no, kapag meron kang ganyan, pero at least may iwasan natin yung mga pagtila-tilapon ng mga tao. Okay, so that is a vehicle to pedestrian. Yan. So ito yung ano, no, ito yung isa sa mga use case. And then marami pa, no, meron tayong smart factory, ito yung mga robotics kanina, no, na pwede natin i-connect. Ano yung mga pwede natin i-connect sa network? Kasama dito yung mobile and portable assets, moving vehicles, wireless sensors, human to machine, positioning and tracking. So marami, no, kasama yung rocket ship sa loob. Hindi, ano to, one size fits all yan. Okay? Sa e-health, marami rin, ano? So kung ikaw yung isa sa mga business developer, ang laki ng potential ng technology na makikita mo, no? So yung mga e-health, no, yung mga prevention and wellness, smart hospital, remote consultation, telesurgery, remote patient monitoring, and home assisted living. Ayan yung mga iba't ibang klase, no, ng use cases. Smart cities, okay, nasabi natin kanina to. Yung smart elevator, isa sa mga gusto ko diyan dahil may mga, alam mo na, may mga bababait sa ano, sa building, pinipindot lahat. Yan. Pinipindot lahat. Yan. Tapos kung smart elevator 'yan, alam nung elevator kung may tao sa labas or kung puno na siya. Hindi siya titigil, no? Kung hindi naman kailangan. Kahit may magpipindot diyan. Maganda diyan kapag pinindot ng iba makuryente. Joke lang. Okay? Smart farming, yan. So lalo sa context ng Pilipinas, smart farming, fisheries, forest, yan. Yan ang mga pwede nating gawa ng use case using 5G connection. Sa ibang bansa, meron silang tinatawag na connected cow. Alam nila kung manganganak na yung baka. Okay, magtitrigger na kasi minsan ang mga baka nanganganak lagi madaling araw, no? Tulog yung may-ari. Kaya minsan namamatay minsan yung calf, no. So kawawa naman. So meron tayong ano, meron silang IoT sensor connected sa network yan. So they can monitor. So pwede naman dito hindi baka ilagay natin, pwede naman sa mga tao. Okay? Yan. So ito po yung mga use cases, no, na pwede nating pag-usapan or i-develop na mga use cases dito sa Pilipinas at sa ibang bansa. Yan.